a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. Let's do this. How's it going, G Freaks and Sci-Fi Fanatics? This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always coming at you raw, always coming at you real, and I'm here again with another. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. It's gonna be more like a review and discussion because I'm simply just blown away by these two figures, latest figures released by NECA, and I gotta say, watching other content creators reviews and seeing how beautiful and how detailed these figures are doesn't do it any justice at all. And I'm appreciating the figures that much more now that they're like right in front of my face, like they're like right in front of you in person. And getting straight to this, I mean, Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S NECA figure Goji 2003 looks phenomenal. Bio Goji, aka Godzilla vs. Biollante NECA figure looks phenomenal. So I'm just gonna start off first with Goji 2003 and what you would expect from NECA. I mean, everything is great. I mean, I'll start off with the eyes because the eyes are a little, you know, they are a little funny looking. I mean, I don't know why my camera's not focusing. I mean, I'll add photos like I always do to get a better aspect of the figures, and everything else is good. I've never seen or ever have experienced any kind of a skin layer on any NECA figure that I can know of, because I'm still barely, you know, I barely started collecting, like, as you guys know, a year and a half ago. So what I'm really liking overall about this figure is, of course, the dorsal fins, the scales, the articulation. The scar could have came out a little bit better. The scar could have came out a little bit more detailed, a little brighter. Of course, with the teeth in the mouth open and closed, the articulation on the figure, you know, everything is what you would expect from NECA, and they're very, very stiff. And I have a bad habit of not, you know, loosening up any of the figures before I do reviews on them, because I just like to do all my reviews and all my discussions raw. I don't like to script, and I rarely script anything. And to me, that's just implying more to my channel as being real. And I'm by no means any kind of expert on collecting Godzilla figures or any kind of figures, but that's just the way I like to do my videos. So going on with this, I mean, the tail is wow. Like, the freaking tail on this mofo is, I mean, just look at that. I mean, that's freaking insane. Like, I mean, I had a hard time just finding a spot to put this NECA figure next to my other figures that I have, and I have about 14 NECA figures. And man, just look at the size of that freaking tail, man. That's insane. That's crazy. Like, fucking insane. And then the feet, of course, a little bigger than I thought. I don't remember Godzilla 2003 having feet that big, but I don't mind that at all. I mean, I'm just really enjoying the aspect and detail of this figure. The dorsal plates, of course, were also very, very cool. I mean, you can't just, I mean, it's beauty. It's just pure beauty for this NECA figure. I mean, NECA hit out the motherfucking ballpark with this, and not just this one. I mean, I'll get to Bio Goji in a second, but I mean, like, wow, it's just everything is so incredibly detailed, and I was really excited. I wish I could have got these a little bit earlier, because that way I would have done a earlier review, because everybody's just throwing out reviews, and especially all the content creators that I watch, that I enjoy watching a lot. Of course, the Omni Viewer, Shin Rob Jira, even Nicholas Latimer, Chris Zilla, everybody who does those reviews on the NECA figures or any figures that they receive is cool, and I just like watching other people's content. And so far, I gotta give it like at least a 9.5 out of 10. It's gonna have its flaws like any other figure, but I mean overall scale, and it's about 7.5 inches tall. Like, it's one of the taller NECA figures ever made, besides the 12-inch 2014 NECA figure that was released years ago. But overall, I'm really liking it, and it's a really, besides the eyes, I really enjoy this figure. I mean, I just got to work with it a little bit more, loosen up the joints, and I'm not really much into figure photography. I usually just do mini videos because it's a lot easier and it's less time consuming, but I might get into figure photography. So overall, Goji 2003 looks awesome, phenomenal. NECA definitely going out with a bang, but I don't think they're going to be out very long. I'm thinking about 2 years and they'll get that license back, hopefully, because they better get that fucking license back, because I'm really enjoying NECA's style of figures they make for Godzilla, Toho, Legendary. I'm really enjoying it. So now moving on to Bio Goji, aka Godzilla vs. Biollante 1989 NECA figure, and yeah, it's wow. This one is, just in my opinion, it's a little bit better than the 2003 Godzilla NECA figure, and everything about it is cool. I'm gonna have to move you to the side over here because you're taking up too much space. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start off with the tail. Massive, really long ass tail, man. I mean, it's insanely long. I mean, it's probably just as long as the 2003 figure. Probably, maybe a little bit, maybe an inch and a half, maybe half inch longer, in my opinion. And but it's really flexible. You can move, you can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in any pose. Because the dorsal plates, phenomenal. A little bit bright and kind of messy, I guess, with the wash of the paint, but I don't mind it at all. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic, unbelievable. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just really excited. I finally got these in. And of course, you say with the head and the mouth, it came with the breath effect, the atomic beam, and looking at it from all angles. I mean, it's fantastic. There's not much more I can say about it. And of course, like I said, you would expect the articulation from NECA. Man, next time I'm really gonna have to loosen up these figures before I do the reviews, man. I just like to rush into things, and I gotta work on that. But of course, the fingers, I'm having a hard time. The fingers and the hands move in and out, as you would expect. The legs, of course. The feet. I mean, it's really stiff. I mean, I can still smell the out of the box smell of just a brand new figure. Any collector would be excited about getting figures like this, getting Godzilla figures that are highly detailed, and NECA's going out fighting, even though they're not going to have the license. I mean, everything's about it, and I'm going to add more photos just to get the better aspect, because I don't know what the hell's wrong with my camera, man, but I'm working with what I got, guys, so just bear with me. So yeah, but it's amazing. You're gonna hear that word a lot in this review and discussion. And then the back, wow, can't say enough about this. They're just awesome. And even the boxes are, and I have a tendency because I don't like to keep a lot of things. Usually like to throw trash away, but I'm gonna have to keep these boxes because these are some of the most detailed boxes that NECA's ever produced. So I'm keeping them. I mean, the other ones I haven't kept. I just usually chop off the front part of the boxes and just display them on my wall. But I'm gonna have to keep these boxes. So will I keep any other boxes in the future? Probably not. Probably not, because I just don't like to keep boxes. I just don't like to, have them pile up. And again, like I said, I'm still new at collecting. I'm only going on a year and a half, and I still got a lot to learn, especially about figure reviews. But I'm just, like I said, doing it off the cuff. I always like to do it raw. I always like to make my videos unscripted. To me, it's just more of a form of realism when it comes to the people who watch my channel, people who subscribe to my channel, friends from the Godzilla community. So yeah, but I mean, the pictures and me watching other people's and other content creators' videos doesn't do these figures justice. I mean, looking at them right in front of your face, like in person, they're just wow, astounding. And that's pretty much all I can really say. G Freaks and Sci-Fi Fanatics. Um, I'm really enjoying these figures. NECA definitely going out fighting since they lost the license to Godzilla to produce any more figures, to Playmates, of course, and a lot of people now. We just all we can do is wait, and I'm sure NECA will get the licenses back for Godzilla and create even more Godzilla figures, and they're just improving better and better every year. They just got a lot better, and this is coming from somebody who's not really that educated and not really that experienced when it comes to collecting figures or any kind of figures overall. And NECA makes figures, great figures for all kinds of genres, all kinds of movies, video games. So besides that, G Freaks, this is going on longer than I expected. I usually don't make my videos this long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely enjoyed these two new awesome, astounding figures. Of course, having their flaws. Pretty damn close to almost spot on detail from the Godzilla suits and the Godzilla films in general. So there you have it, G Freaks and Sci-Fi Fanatics. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. So go out there, get these NECA figures while they're still out there, and they're not gonna jump up in price because people are already scalping, and there's a whole bunch of people that just insane prices online, Amazon, especially eBay. So I hope you guys have the rest of a good day. This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always coming at you raw, always coming at you real. So I'm out.